What is up everyone? Marches back here. Today is a video of a performance review that you've been waiting for. A lot of you have been waiting for. It's a performance review of the new Kobe 80 Exodus. The legacy continues. This is my full performance review on this shoe. If you haven't watched the initial review, I'll put the link in this window. And also, if you haven't joined the raffle yet, I will put the link in the description down below. And hopefully, you'll join. Let's make the road to 5K happen. So a lot of you have been asking me if I've used this shoe in different court conditions. The answer is yes. I've used it in 4 different courts, and one is even a moist court because it rained here in Manila. So I think I have a good sample size of courts that I played on with this shoe. Let's move on to the performance review of this bad boys. First of all, let's talk about the upper of the shoe. Let's start with the toe box. In the toe box area, that's where my gripe is. Just a little gripe. It's not a deal breaker because it's made up of a soft mesh material. I wish they could have used a thicker material or more sturdier material. Although it has a fused plastic here to prevent your big toe sliding off the footbed. Around this, you can see the fraying of the material. It doesn't affect the performance. It holds your forefoot really well. It's more of an aesthetics concern because of the fraying of the material. So moving on to the upper medial part of the material. This is a composite fiber, as Nike called it, and it's like in the PG2s, which really locks your foot down. It does the job really well, especially when you crank up the laces, and it holds your foot down the footbed. No slippage on the footbed whatsoever. Now let's talk about the lateral and medial part material, which is a felt material. I think that's the same material used in the Kobe 80 mids. I don't have any issues on the material at all because it really does the job well. A lot of people have been griping about the material that it's not that premium, but for me personally, I like it because it does the job really well. It doesn't stretch at all. Lateral lockdown is excellent because of this material. And moving on to the tongue part, it's made up of foam back mesh material. What I love about this foam back mesh is it's not that thick. It's very breathable. There's holes in it, as you can see. It also protects you from skin abrasion when you tighten the laces. Even if it's a one booty upper, it's easy to put in your feet. As you can see here, it's easy to pull. It's very stretchy. And here there's KBB initials, which is Kobe Bean Bryant, his logo. And for those who have been asking if this affects the performance or you can feel this heel pull tab, no, it doesn't give you skin abrasion. So I think the Achilles pillow, it's very thick here inside and your Achilles doesn't touch the pull tab. So don't get worried about that. So let's move on to the heel part of the shoe. It's a very well cushioned heel. On the lower part is a heel counter, and also there's an internal heel counter. Lockdown on the heel is awesome, and it also has a very thick Achilles pillow. In addition, with the details of the shoe, a lot of you have been asking me what those numbers are in the tongue part of both shoe. On the right side is 8/23/78, which is Kobe's birthday, and on the left part is 33, 8, and 24, which are Kobe's numbers, 33 being in high school, 8 and 24 with the Lakers. Now let's move on to the midsole cushion part. At first, in my initial review, I told you that this might be React, but after playing with it for several times already, now I'm kind of leaning it towards the Lunar Lawn material. It is because I can see a lot of fraying in the midsole already, similar to the Lunar Lawns in the Kobe 80 mids. But if this is made of Lunar Lawn, I think it's made out of a different density Lunar Lawn comparing it with the Kobe 80 mids. Because this has a more bouncier feel than the Lunar Lawns in the Kobe 80 mids. And as you know, there's a big chunk of zoom unit in the heel part of the shoe, which gives you excellent impact protection. Now onto the outsole, Nike said they use a microblade pattern with this one, and overall the material is very sturdy. I like it. And comparing it with the 360s, this material is a bit more harder. After several use, they're still intact, the nods are still intact, and there is no visible fraying of the outsole after several use. One minimal concern about the outsole is it picks up a lot of dust quickly, but don't get worried with that. Even though there's a lot of dust on the shoe, it doesn't affect the performance at all. It's still very grippy, it squeaks a lot, and you still stop on a dime. so don't worry about that. This shoe also delivers a nice heel-to-toe transition. It has a nice thin cushion in front to give you more action, responsiveness when you move. And onto the heel is a thick cushion setup together with the Zoom bag, which gives you good impact protection and enough bounciness when you play. So for the aesthetics of the shoe, do I like it? When you put your foot in, it's very minimal, very light, and it gives you a one-to-one fit. For sizing wise, I would recommend the normal and narrow footers to go true to size. So for wide footers, watch out because the midfoot tends to be narrow on this part. So if you have a chance to test it in store, do that to make sure of your size. So would I recommend the new Kobe AD? The answer is yes. It's a very well made shoe. The lockdown of the heel, midfoot, lateral, and forefoot is nice. The cushioning of the shoe is also good. The traction is also good. It's an overall great performer. And I know there's a lot of colorways coming out soon in the market. As we upload this video, the black gray colorway came out and the next is the black purple colorway. So this has been my full performance review on the new Kobe AD. Are you planning to cop a pair? Or do you have them? Or if you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. I will gladly get back to you. This has been Marches once again. I hope you liked this video. Thank you for watching and I appreciate you for taking the time. And I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.